Welcome. This video is going to be all about improving your knowledge within the finals and how to win more games. Hopefully this should be able to help you rank up, whether you're aiming for diamond, plat, ruby, whatever it is. This video should be able to help you understand the importance of what the plug meta currently is, what it means, and how to learn how to kite and be more efficient at winning the cash outs that you currently already have. Now, during the time of starting this recording, I was ranked number 7, and I had also already peaked at number 1 for this season. It's very important to know that plug meta itself is just making sure you get each plug yourself. So we're going to start off with what each vault is and how much they are and how much you'd get for each cash out. So it's 3k for vaults 1 and 2, and within each cash out you'll have 7k remain left for cash outs A and B, and so on. We'll have 5k for 3 and 4 vaults, 10k for cash outs C and D, 7k for vaults 5 and 6, and then 15k for cash outs A1 and B1, since there are no E and F. A and B just repeat. Now, the thing with plug meta is in order to win more, you need to prioritize plugging the vaults into the cash outs. Which means winning fights isn't necessarily always good, only if they are quick. And this is what contributes to keeping a tempo and or flow within the game. If you're able to get vault plugs very quick and start prioritizing working on the next vault and trying to steal the vault before it's plugged into the other cash out is very important. And the best ways of keeping tempo are making sure that you're getting your vault plugs and staggering them, which means by the time you get your first vault plug, it should be very quick, very efficient, and then working towards getting to the next vault plug, which hopefully there should be a quarter amount of time left over on the original vault that you had already plugged, and you can start working back towards getting the original vault or cash out that you had already gotten. Now, it's very important to start learning how to leave the cash out you already have.
Flip it.
And there are things that I'd like to show that can help you stall your own cash outs. So here, I'm in a private match with a couple of my friends, one's a mod, and here are just some simple ways to show how you can stall things. So here you can see I demat from above, drop the cash out onto a jump pad. It's very simple, very helpful, and something I think a lot of people should know in order to improve their gameplay and knowledge. Now here's another simple thing. We're just gonna throw some goo grenades, have my heavy put a C4 on the floor above, so that way I don't necessarily have to be in the room to drop it. Then I'm gonna open the wall, and with the goo and pad we can launch the cash out away, which means it's definitely no way of stealing, because there are ways. If you stand on top of the cash out, you are able to technically steal it if there's not a jump pad there. It does make it very difficult, but it is possible. Here we have dropping a jump pad from above. It works the same way, but dropping from below allows you to consistently keep it jumping up and down like seen in the other clip. Now we have a live action gameplay where I drop the jump pad from above, knock the cash out to the other side, and we're able to win the fight, or win the cash out because of it.
Yeah.
Now there are other things you can do, such as simply, if you don't have a goo grenade, you can put a jump pad on the wall, and overall it'll have the same effect. But something that's important when stalling cash outs is making sure you're grouping with your heavy and you're waiting till the last moment. See, now here I have my heavy do the same thing, C4 on the top wall, it's gonna drop it, and theoretically they're not gonna
try and pad this out more to, or like, can we just drag this to the center?
Gameplay here is from the Pro Hubs tournament, from the Pro Hubs winner, and I'd just like for everyone to be able to listen to what's going on.
We can do above.
So earlier there, my late was just calling out where he's gonna place his
playing this right?
TP. And now we're just looking for a spot to
they saw this
kind of just wait and have to make the
We're
other
gonna need to
team
move.
initiate
Just,
things.
they're above.
This is where kiting and learning how to kite can become very important.
On roof? Or where?
Yeah, on the roof. Yes.
They
So
might
on the
know.
side.
Here, can you come? Can you come?
Yeah. They're gonna make a
We gotta
move
do this
soon.
quick. As soon as they start tapping, I'm gonna go up top. By the way, that means that somebody's gonna be on point.
Cause they're waiting for the TP.
Yeah, I think they heard that. By the way.
I think we just G-map pad here to be safe. G-map pad here to be safe. Okay, yeah, they're
See, we rotate to the top. My heavy wanted a jump pad just to be safe, to make sure that we get
Just
height early.
watch for light somewhere.
We don't see him up top, so now ideally we just
Watch
want to
theirs.
rotate back.
Yeah. They could.
In an ideal
going
world,
back.
one of them starts stealing like my light called out.
They
and
just
we'd be
pad it
able
up,
to
pad it
jump
up.
the
Just
other
rotate,
two
rotate,
that are
rotate.
fighting.
They didn't take height.
Yeah,
They did.
I have gateway above him. I have gateway above him on the other side.
RPG'd. I went heavy on me.
Dead.
Heavy dead.
Light fell.
Behind me. Just light it.
Lead him dead. I'm
Just
going.
like-
I'm going.
Yeah, just go on there, go on there.
Kitchen, going to kitchen.
Careful.
'Cause I need to reset.
Now here, the heavy and I were very low, less than 100, and we don't necessarily want to push.
They didn't
We
res
let
yet.
our
We're
light
good.
fight because he's allowed to stall.
There's no time.
He got the other light to 1 HP, and because of this kiting and moving around and taking fights
Good shot.
when they're most optimal for us, we were able to win the game. Now I think it's important to know how to kite and when to kite. You don't always necessarily want to kite, you don't want to necessarily always kite during the beginning of a cash out after just plugging, unless you're playing up against an amazing team like we had to fight, where all we want to do is stall as long as we can, because usually there's going to be a maximum of 2 to 3 fights. So here's going to be another video.
Yeah, I can hear them like northwest.
This is also from the Pro Hubs tournament that we played in,
Instantly. Pause me.
Yeah.
and
Go
it's
up.
just to
They go way above,
showcase
like in the air.
kiting
Yeah,
itself.
It's a little bit outside.
It's fine.
Go on top floor.
Yep. Watch where they at? Oh, they're
To
about
the
to
left.
pad.
One padded.
Need.
Yeah. They rotated in. I think we move. We have to move. They're gonna pad on us if we don't.
There you go, heli, go heli.
close.
So
They're zipping up
here,
behind.
heavy Kip calls out that we should be moving because we don't want them,
They're
We-
floor on their like catwalk.
don't want to be in the same spot
Okay, I think we
in
go
a
back
position
then.
where they know where we are,
zipped up
because that
below me.
gives them
Yeah,
the
yeah.
jump on us.
They're on
So
our
here
floor
we're
now.
just
On that
rotating
fairway,
from
on that fairway.
rooftop to
Yeah.
Keep
rooftop
moving back and forth.
and keeping
Okay.
height,
Moving back and forth.
and we're gonna set up over here
Wait, was it
because
down?
they had gone up to the other side roof, and ideally if they had pushed here, we'd be able to pad behind the goo and get the actual advantage over top of them.
Oh my god.
I will say
Lights-
we do
lights
not
floor.
win
I'm dead,
this
I'm dead.
cash out
Yep.
itself,
Floor on there.
but the premises behind
side.
kiting
I'm not there.
and the
He's
importance
not
of it is still there.
You can
I
play
think we can play for
reset?
retake. We just have to
Yeah.
play for
Yeah.
retake.
Can we reset my body or never mind,
Yeah.
not anymore.
There might be one up here, Strafe. There is.
Yeah.
Something to
Small
go
D-map,
over
small
real
D-map.
quick, what kiting means in itself is
Medium
to
forward
just
bar.
actually
Medium
keep
dub.
rotating around and forcing your opponents
Yeah,
to
some
make the
medium.
move
RPG's
on
heavy.
the cash out that you already own.
Heavy 3 bar.
Therefore, one would have to steal, and
Yeah,
you
yeah, keep-
technically
just
have
hold
the
here,
advantage at
Summon.
that point
Okay.
because of it. So one stealing and two are going to be off
D-map
point,
pad up when D-map
which
I'm here.
theoretically
Heavy
means a
one.
3v2.
Heavy dead.
Medium coin.
One save
Top
on
So
side.
there.
this was a bad
Yeah,
call for me, but the
dropped him,
medium
dropped
didn't
him.
coin,
Oh,
but
that's
the light
medium.
actually resin above.
He dropped on me.
But another thing that's to
Medium
be
dot, just
valued
like-
and is very important within the games is communication. And that's something that also needs to be worked on throughout whoever you play with. Acknowledging when to fight,
4.
who to fight, who to attack at specifically. There's a lot more to the game that goes recognized. But hopefully within this video we can acknowledge
You
some
like
of the
that?
things that are there that may be missing within your own gameplay. So another neat little trick that we have here is just showing how useful DMAT itself is and being able to DMAT pad. So here we set a jump pad with the demat. Luckily enough, we were actually able
He's
to
close.
demat someone down into us with the, which is also ideal.
Lights
But then we
on.
take the pad after getting the one,
Yep.
and we're able to win the fight because of it. So overall, I
They're on
hope
metal.
within this
Yeah.
video you were able to get a rough idea of what keeping tempo is.
Wait, they were
which
both one shot.
roughly is making sure that you stay in number 1 place with the most cash out, most money, and staying on top so that way
Damn,
you're
just
able to
hitting everyone
third
for
and
one
kind of
shot.
decide who you'd want to bring to the next round. Pumping. This game itself can be very complicated and very situational, and you always want to be able to optimize on the things that you can do when things happen. Here are some couple
Light's
funny
trying to
clips.
fling.
I hope you guys enjoy.
Little does
Thank
he
you very much
know,
for watching.
I've been waiting for this moment.
That'd be chill.
As I sniff the prey. Oh, he smells so good. Zip it up that line. Oh, I can smell his booty cheeks. Achoo! Let me get a motherfucking. Ow! Meow.